It's good. Nothing better than the taste of an ice-cold Coca-Cola. So that's the product that I'm going to talk to you about today. Coca-Cola. Why? Coca-Cola is the greatest soft drink out there. It has historical evidence to prove it. Let's get into it, shall we? 1886. Coca-Cola makes its first debut. It was originally a patent for medicine. And when Coca-Cola was created, it was as a non-alcoholic version to the French wine Coca. This was during the Prohibition period, so because of certain laws, they had to come up with something, so they came up with a non-alcoholic version. And Coca-Cola was responsible for making up its own unique bottle design. Why? Because there's so many companies out there that were trying to infringe on their product and to steal it. So Coca-Cola designed a unique bottle to prevent copycats. Coca-Cola also thought outside the box. They created the six-pack for soft drinks. No other company had thought of that. But Coca-Cola realized that there is a value in distributing more versus distributing one. So 1985 rolls around. Guess where Coca-Cola ends up? Space. They were the first soft drink to be used or consumed in space. It was aboard the Shuttle Challenger, and it was utilizing the Coca-Cola space can. Pretty neat. 6 years later, second trip out to space, but this time they were the first soft drink to be consumed inside the Space Shuttle Mir. Now, in 1995, Coca-Cola goes up for a third time, but this time they sent a different product. The product they sent this time was Diet Coke. So yet again, the first diet soft drink was a Coca-Cola product. Since 1886 up to the present, Coca-Cola can be enjoyed in over 200 countries. That's a lot of countries. Now, with the great taste and the historical value that Coca-Cola brings, there are many of these little rumors or uses that have been floating around for Coca-Cola. Now, in my own research, I found over 51 of these combined uses, but I'm not going to name them all because I don't want to waste your time. But I will name a few of them that I found interesting, and I hope you will too. At least enough to kind of get that itch, maybe wet your whistle, and want you to go out and do your own research to find some more of these actual day-to-day uses. So, wintertime, you can use it to defrost your windshields. Summertime, when you get the burden of the onslaught of bugs on the windshield, you can shake it up and you can spray it on your windshield, and it's supposed to dissolve the bugs. You can use it to clean your engines. And these next two I found interesting, and I hope the parents will as well. Gum in the hair. Now, I don't have to worry about that, but I do have children with hair, and I've already had to deal with gum in the hair at once. So use Coca-Cola, and it's supposed to help dissolve the gum so that it pulls right out. Now, for the littler children who like to run around with markers, you can use Coca-Cola to remove the marker stains from your carpet. Now, there are a lot of uses for Coca-Cola. Some of the uses aren't exactly true. Now, a few of these uses, or fallacies, as I'd like to say, have been authorities using Coca-Cola to clean blood up on the side of the roads from an accident. Not true. So if you hear it, squash it, let them know, just take it, throw it out the window. Another one is drinking Coca-Cola and eating Pop Rocks. Your stomach will not explode. So take that one, throw it out. Not true. Coca-Cola does not contain cocaine anymore. Back in 1886, when they originally came up with the recipe, it did have extract of coca leaves and cola nuts. And sound familiar? Coca-Cola? That's where the name came from. But back in 1891, the company realized from all the public attention they were getting that it would be best to change their recipe and take the coca extract out altogether. So we've seen that there are some valued uses behind Coca-Cola, but then there's also other uses which are not true or totally viable uses. But there is one thing that Coca-Cola is still sold behind the counters of pharmacies for. Not the actual drink like this, but the extract form or just the syrup. Now, you can go to a pharmacy and you can purchase the product, which is used to help with nausea or upset stomachs. So Coca-Cola surpasses time with its historical achievements, and it has reached the final frontier. And with summer right around the corner, whenever you need to quench that thirst, reach for an ice cold Coca-Cola and just enjoy it. Now go out and get yourself a Coca-Cola. Have a good one.